Yo, people 2-0 Leicester and that.
Yeah, right side, Mike. The Managerial, in a bit.
Oi, it's mad. What are you lot saying?
Yo, what are you saying?
Who's
Yo,
is that
what's
noise? Whose is that feedback? Is that
It must have been Saeed, bruv. He must have been watching my brother.
Yeah, I was just watching it then, bro. 2-0,
Yeah.
man, had to come in when they see the 2-0.
Oh, brother, it's
you got-
mad.
Bro,
you got 2-0, you got a smile, and then you
absolutely
see
deserve that, man. Yo, Rants, yeah? I'm back on you on that trade of Mourinho not winning the title, you know.
What did I tell you?
Yo, I'm
Bruv,
back
is
on
he-
that, bro.
You
I'm
man,
back on
yeah.
that.
You man, yeah. Your stomachs are too weak for this game.
Yo,
I'm telling
listen.
you. I told you, man, about Mourinho. I said it. Yeah,
Nah,
I said
man.
Tottenham are one more bad result away from him throwing players under the bus. He's not winning nothing. Mourinho's done, bro. That's what you got to
man.
realize. He's
Done,
stinking the
done.
place out, bro.
man, you got Brahma Bull Aurier playing like that, man.
Trust me.
Jesus.
Mourinho, yeah. It don't matter what players you give this geezer. I'm telling you, he stinks the place out. His football's not modern football, bro. Like,
Nah,
you know what
man.
I'm saying?
Yeah, but that may have brought a smile to your face, but Dan James starts ahead of Pogba, Van der Beek,
Yeah, I know.
Greenwood, Cavani, and
Bro,
Matop.
Rants, you don't want to see the lineup, bro.
James is in ahead of all five of them. I don't understand it.
It's for
Listen,
the
I'm
pressing,
telling you.
innit? It's for the pressing. He's a coward. He's put man in for the work rate. He's an
For the
absolute
work rate, yeah, I know. I know.
coward.
I knew this was going to happen, man.
Fred McTominay, Dan James, Rashford, Martial. It just paced. Did you see what Louis van Gaal was saying about flipping Ollie, bro? And the fact that he just parks the bus and then he has flipping quick players up front, yeah, to just flipping win the game on his own.
There you
Literally,
go, then.
bro. I'll tell you what, my biggest regret, yeah, under LVG, yeah, was just not backing him more, bruv. Like, I swear to God, because out of everyone
I
that's
see
left
the
our
light,
club,
though, Rants.
he's the only person that speaks sense, yeah, about this club that's left. And you know what it is? When he was there, yeah, I wanted him to do well. I liked what he was doing, yeah, but he frustrated me at times, innit? But now when I look at it, he was the only manager that we had that actually knew what he was doing. And it's painful, bro.
Problem is, what he was doing was about 50 years out of bleeding date. That's what he was doing.
I'll tell you what, if he had the right players, though, it wouldn't have mattered. If he was doing the same thing with these players, mate, he'd have won everything. So-
I think he needed a third season. He won the FA Cup. It's just about getting the mojo. If he'd have got a couple of players in that summer, then maybe it would have been a different. But listen, man, I don't know what's going on with this lineup, guys. I don't understand it.
Hey, I
Okay,
do. It's Ollie, bro.
No. But if you understand it, though, why is Daniel James starting suddenly out of nowhere? You have to have game time.
The Preston, innit? That's what he's done. He's brought him in just for that. Ollie literally approaches every game like it's a cup final, bro. Like, he's a shit manager.
Man, I know what he's done. He's put him in. Ed Woodward's told him to put him in because he can make some money off Leeds in the January transfer window when we sell him to him. That's what he's doing. I don't understand it. I knew Fred and McTominay were going to come in. I think we all knew that after
we
what
knew
happened
that.
on
They got
Thursday.
rested last game and we knew they were coming in.
But that one, I've seen who's on the bench ahead of who James is in ahead of. The names, so we got Pogba, Van der Beek, Cavani, Greenwood and Mata sat on the bench while Dan James comes on. I'm thinking, what are them players sat on the bench thinking right now? And if Ollie wants the players to get behind him, I just don't think that's the right way about it. There's a plan there somewhere. I ain't got a clue what it is. I really don't. I can hear you saying about the press and the energy and everything like that, but Dan James doesn't bring that when he's on the pitch either. He's not good enough.
No.
The best defensive winger in the world. That's what Ollie said, innit? The best defensive winger in the world, bro. You know what I mean? That's what he's brought him on for the counter-attacks. It's terrible, innit?
This is
why would you do all of a sudden out of nowhere? Now you have to have a plan. You have to have a plan to do it. You know what I mean? Bring him in certain moments. We've not even seen him have one whole half. It's been after in 5-10 minutes. I mean, you haven't seen nothing. Not even under 23s. At least play with under 23s. You know what I mean? Like, give it some game time to apply the kind of tactics you're gonna use. You know what sort of nonsense is this, man? After 2 years, guys, we're talking about this situation, Adam and Rants, yeah. We're talking about after 2 years, he's ahead of Pogba, Greenwood, and Mata, and Van der Beek, Cavani. After 2 years, we're talking about this, man. And people say to me, back the process and trust the process. How am I supposed to trust it, yeah, when after 2 years, we still don't know what 11 is? Who would have thought Daniel James would be starting tonight? No one. Absolutely no one. And even me, I always say to Daniel James, yeah, go easy on him. And tonight he starts. That's unbelievable, mate.
But Pogba's
After 2 years.
been our best player in the last 3 games, yeah? And he's on the bench.
Yeah.
That don't make no sense. He's literally, this is the first time he's probably found a little bit of form, yeah? Like since what, before he got COVID. And the guy's on the bench. It don't make no damn sense, innit? And if we're going to play counter-attacking football, who's going to transition this counter-attack?
I'd rather have Lingard in than James.
It's true. At least you get something from Jesse Lingard. That's what I mean. And that's the funny thing about the whole Lingard thing is he gets a lot of stick, yeah. But bro, he's a lot more useful than James.
Yeah, I agree with that. He does. He deserves his stick at time, but he definitely doesn't deserve to be behind Dan James. That's what I'd say. I agree with that. I don't understand. He's 9 to pick from on the. I don't know. I've seen the forwards that we've got on the bench, and then sort of turned away when I've seen that. They were thinking.
The bench is better than the first team, mate.
The bench is awesome. The bench is ridiculous, man. It really is. I don't know. He's thinking super subs again. He's playing it too cautious. I mean, I may be proved wrong here, but I just think it's sort of saying I'm looking at a team that's 13th in the league here, and I'm planning my team around what they do. That's what it's looking like to me, and I don't like that. That's what I don't like. But I don't know. It's not a way. But
Adam, that's the story of Ollie, though.
You see the difference in the two gaffers, innit? Like their manager was talking about how much he works on attacking shape and attacking structure because it's so hard to score goals and this, that, and the other. And it's clear that we've got a manager that literally just looks at the other team and puts out a team that he thinks can best kind of stifle what they're doing. And it's like, that sucks. That's what we used to get onto Jose about.
Thing is, I've got it's with this Dan James thing. You know, at times I can understand when he makes it, but it doesn't warrant a place in the team right now. And Dan James has to come into this game today and play out of his skin, and he's got no form leading into it.
He's going straight into the starting lineup as well. When's the last time he played a game for him?
Mate, I can't even remember it. It was that long ago and probably that bad. He just doesn't warrant a place in the team. There's other players that are playing better than him, and I just feel for Ollie, it's like, Ollie, You've got a good run in the league. You've got a chance here against Leeds to turn a lot of heads, make a statement, and you've put Dan James in and gone defensive. Now, I'm going to look at this and he'll say these players can still do something. These players can still do, but there's other players on that bench that can do more going forward. Yeah, probably not as much defensively, but what do you want to win the game or do you want to draw the game? What are you doing? You're looking to not get beat.
Yeah,
it's just like Can Fred and McTominay do what Pogba or Van der Beek can do in that midfield role, which is create something out of nothing and put us onto that counter-attack? Now all Leeds have to do is put 2 or 3 men onto Bruno and then we're out of it. This is what I mean. Then you're relying on McTominay and Fred to do something that they don't usually do and shouldn't be relying on to do. Because they're going to look at Dan James and go, his creativity level is zip. We take Bruno out of this game, then we can do what we want. That's what that looks like now. That's how I would look at that now. You know what? There's no other option there. When Pogba's playing with Bruno, you know what? One of them's always going to be free. And that proved the way against Sheffield. But now, there's a game plan for me straight away. If I was Leeds manager, I would just say, frustrate Bruno, get on him, kick him about, get all over him, and then their creativity is just gone.
Yeah. You know what?
That's what I think. Someone's going to have to play out the skin, I think. Fred or McTominay, I think, going to have to play awesome in this game.
What is the formation, by the way? If we're looking at it, what is it?
It's 4-2-1-3, isn't it, again?
Yeah, 4-2-3-1,
Yeah.
That's mad. And look, my man saying, like, he's saving the big boys for the FA Cup on Wednesday. Bro, I don't think, we could potentially be in a title race, with our league positioning. We have to be going into games at home against teams like Leeds with all due respect and be looking to turn these men over, bro. Like, it's Old Trafford. We're still Manchester United. This guy's got us setting up like we're flipping Brighton or something.
You know what, this is a story of Ollie, man, and he always wants to accommodate the kind of opponent before he believes in himself. That's the story of Ollie, man. He never, ever has basically, trust his own ability. Against Leipzig, he went 7 at the back, really. If you look at it from, he had 3 in the midfield and then 5 at the back. You know what I mean?
If you listen to what he said, Rants said about Dan James being the best defensive winger in the world, he's got 7 defenders on the pitch tonight, mate.
And Shaw's back as well, which we knew. Tellers is off again, attacking fullback, because he knows he'll get forward and then he'll leave space behind, even though you need to win the game. You know what I mean? Like, this is all in, man. And after 2 years, yeah, we still don't know a concrete first 11. Concrete. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're talking about a home game here. Home games are the ones where, even Sam Ferguson, you knew who your home players were. Maybe away from home, maybe Alex Ferguson would have adjusted it. But at least you knew who your home players were.
Yeah.
We don't even know who our home players are, man. That's how bad it is, mate.
Bro, we're Manchester United and we're starting Dan James and Scott McTominay in a league game.
Why not in the Carabao Cup, Daniel James? I understand that, maybe, because you need to rest players. Not in a Premier League game, mate. Premier League game against Leeds, who I thought, you know what, as much as they're good, they can be got at, man. And they can be, they're not very, very good defensively. But now they're probably thinking, you know what, let's finish the game in the first half. Let's get a 2-0 win in the first half and then sit back on them.
These guys saying Donny's not even on the bench.
Like, he is on the bench.
He's on the bench. Say, what's man saying? I'm thinking, listen, Ollie's on a lot of stuff, bro. Boy, is it crack, boy? I don't know what Ollie's playing.
No way he's not going to be on the bench with nine people to pick, surely.
At this rate, Donny's not even starting for Holland now, because the Holland manager will be like, you know what? There's people ahead of you, mate. There's people ahead of you that are playing week in, week out. This could jeopardize Donny van der Beek's, chances of making the Euro squad. You know that, guys? This could jeopardize his... Donny isn't in the squad. I'm sure he's in the squad. What was people saying that for?
Yeah, real too. That's madness.
Nah. I've seen it, bro. Donny was on the bench. What?
I think he's in, isn't he?
He's in, man. What are you man playing at, man?
No, he is there, isn't he? He has to be.
I'll check it out now.
Yeah. Yeah, Van der Beek, Alex Tellers, Bailly, Matic,
he's there.
Mata, Greenwood, Cavani. Because you're allowed 7 now, aren't you?
No, 9. Yeah, 9 to pick.
9, yeah, 9. I mean, I don't know what these men are saying, but I think they were. I don't know what journalists they've been reading, bro. But go on to Man United official.
A little bit excited there, mate.
Yeah, they're getting a bit excited, bro. You know what I mean? Them man are just. He isn't. What do you mean he isn't? What's going on here, man?
No, mate. I want to check this now.
You man are confusing me now. Bear man saying Greenwood and Donny aren't there. That's impossible, surely.
No, Greenwood is there. I've seen Greenwood there. Yeah. So no, they're looking at the sky. They're looking at the Sky one. It's not got all the subs on it.
Okay.
The Sky one. The Sky substitutes are showing Bailly, Henderson, Matic, Pogba, Mata, Cavani, and Tellers. There's not enough there.
Yeah.
Van der Beek and Greenwood are on the next page.
Look at this. Look at this dickhead. Man said, I think, I hope it's going to work out well tonight. Oi, bruv. Listen, I don't know. This guy, always hanging himself. How can you listen to this guy speak and be
what he
confident?
needs? He needs to employ some people. He needs to employ some better coaches alongside him if he's going to survive. And he needs to speak. This is like the King's Speech film, this. He needs someone alongside him who can teach him how to handle press conferences and then what to say. Because this is what annoys me about him more than anything. It's like, what? You can't speak like that. When you're talking to United fans, you cannot speak like that. We've got Leeds here. There's one man who's employed by this current Manchester United football club. That's Ole. He's the only one who knows how much this rivalry is and what it means to this fan base. He's the only one there. Do you know what I mean? All the others around there, I've got no idea how big this is. There's no one there. There's no one in the team. There's no one on the coaching staff. There's no one upstairs. No one knows. There's only Ole.
No.
So this is down on him. Completely down on him. He knows this. Wind me up, man.
I just can't. I can't for the life.
You can't fathom this, can you? You can't understand it, man. Nobody. Whether you're Ole in or Ole out, no one can understand why he's made Daniel James as a starter today in a very, very, very dangerous game. You're talking about
the last time he started a game for us?
Was it not last at home?
No, was it the Brighton?
Guy don't start games for Man United.
Yeah. Brighton Carabao Cup nightmare where he just looked disinterested as well, like he couldn't even be bothered.
But why put the pressure on him, though, Adam? Why put the pressure
on
Daniel James in a game like this?
Just said to Rants now, mate, he has to play out of his skin here for everyone to get off his back. Because he's not even been weaned in. Ollie's put him in here in such a pressure cooker game, which is going to be absolutely frenetic at the start. And he's not in enough form. He's not in enough form to handle it. Yeah, we may be completely taken back and surprised by Dan James having a worldie, but you've got to look at the decision beforehand, the decision of why James is in. Why is Greenwood not starting this game? Why is Pogba not starting this game? Again, Van der Beek, I give up with that one completely. I just don't know why. You know what I mean? I've got Cavani there. I've got Mata. I'd rather have Mata in there than James. At least he can hold on to the ball a bit better.
The maddest thing is, Leeds want Dan James.
I know.
If he plays against them and they realise how shit he is, they might pull the bid, bro.
I think it's a PR move this year, though. It's got to
Honestly,
be a PR move.
I would not let them see how shit he is, bruv. I would say, you know what? This little love affair you got with Dan James, let's keep this nice and sweet, bruv. I'm not trying to show you what he's really on. Because once Bielsa sees him play against him, you'll realise he's shite and then probably won't want him no more. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know how this is going to work out. This guy's literally, like, apart from his first few games for United, he's done nothing. He's done absolutely nothing
He's
for
out
the
of his
club.
depth, man. That's why
He's done nothing for the club, yeah? And people say, oh, he's young and everyone wants to make 1,000,001 excuses for him, but bro, this is Manchester United Football Club. We ain't got time to be making excuses for players. Either you're good enough or you're not good enough, bro. You know what I mean? And that's what it needs to be. That's how it needs to be for everyone. I don't care what your circumstances are. You know what I mean?
Can I say
Shit
something?
happens. Yeah,
You know when Ollie says about the high press with Daniel James, what perfect person for the high press at Donny van der Beek? He does it for Ajax week in, week out. He does it for Holland week in, week out. He's talking about high press. Listen, you got Donny van der Beek, mate. What is, you know what I mean? You don't, Donny van der Beek can easily slot on that right-hand side, mate. Easily. And give you that high press. You could even play like a diamond. You know what I mean? Then play the two up top in Rashford and Martial. Like, there's so many ways you can look at it. And I just feel like, for me, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer today, I don't even know how he's worked on this. Has he even worked on this on the training ground with that Daniel James playing? Because they would have thought every single person on the training ground thinks they're going to play. I don't know when they decide, that they get picked or whatnot. But surely they should have allowed Daniel James to be pressing from the front. I mean, he would have been playing.
Mate, I'm getting it here.
You know what I mean, though?
This is. I'm getting it all here from what I posted up before. Pogba gets caught in possession too much. Would be a terrible against the Leeds press. James' speed and defensive work is perfect choice.
Who the hell said that?
Someone replied to me on Twitter.
He's on crack.
What?
You know
He's
the
on
man.
crack, mate. He's on
Greenwood
crack.
doesn't
Pogba's
track
literally
back up that often.
one of our most press-resistant players, him and Donny. I don't know what these guys are talking about.
They
I know what
just
they're
100% won't go against what anything Ollie says, you see. You know what I mean? We all want the club and the team to win, or it's like people, even when you criticise a decision, you know what I mean? You are allowed to criticise every now and then. They just won't have any of it. They're too one-tracked. Too blinkered for me.
And Pogba, man. How do you drop Pogba like that, man? You know what I mean? He's pulled you out for the last 2 games. Possibly
Literally, innit?
Possibly
Does
three
it
if
back
you
to
include the
front,
Leipzig
doesn't
game.
it? Do you know what I mean? With everything that was going on with his agent, you'd have thought this was the game when he came back after everything would have been settled behind the scenes and done.
Yeah.
He's done it the wrong way round. I'm like, he throws him in at the game you didn't expect him to throw him in, and then when he's playing well, you bring him back out. It's like,
Oh my
it's a difficult one to understand, but man.
I don't know how you beat this Leeds press, mate. This Leeds press, I don't know how
you beat it one of 2 ways, with very, very good technical players, or you beat it by being extremely direct, bro. It's the only way you can beat it, is being direct. And that means not trying to play out from the back with Harry Maguire and flipping Wan-Bissaka and them. Because if them man want to dilly-dally on the ball today, they will be punished.
What's the Leeds team, by the way? If Rafinha's playing, I'm scared.
Yeah, he is playing.
Oh my goodness, mate. And Harrison, mate. So direct, mate.
I'm saying. And you know what it is? Against a pressing team, we got Bruno, we got more Rashford in there and stuff. We need someone that's going to put their foot on the ball, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Rashford will do well against this high line, but we need to get him the ball, bro.
Yeah, that's
what I'm saying to you.
The ball, it's the problem now.
That's the problem, though. How are you going to get to
Fred and
Martial?
Fred and McTominay have got to play a game that they don't usually play. They've got to play exceptional.
Yeah.
Whereas a Donny van der Beek or possibly a Pogba can be decent and effective without having to play the game in their life. Do you know what I mean? It's I don't know, mate. He still
It's
could
not
work
great.
in a
The
way,
Dan
but
James
he's
thing-
not helping himself, I don't think.
The Dan James thing hasn't filled me with any confidence. I'm not going to lie. I have to be 100% honest. Like, the Dan James thing has kind of knocked the stuffing out of me a little bit, because it's like, it's the signal of, it's the intent it shows, isn't it? You know, like when your manager makes certain substitutions, like when he took off Martial for fucking McTominay last game, yeah. When we're on top, like there's no need to do that. And I think starting Dan James in a game like this at home as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, it sends
As
all the wrong signals, bro. It sends the wrong signals. It shows me that he doesn't have the mentality to be a Manchester United manager. What the fuck are you worried about Leeds for? At home.
You know what I got to think about as well? Imagine what the other players are thinking of, like Van der Beek and
That's what I said.
other players.
Do they
You know what I
believe
mean?
when you really need them? Then do they believe in the process? That's what you sort of saying, don't you? 'Cause
Imagine lineups coming out and they say, "Yeah, Daniel James is starting." Everyone's like, "Rah!" Daniel's not even played for like, you know what I mean, for so many minutes. All of a sudden, he's playing a game like this in a massive game. Like, I don't know. Again, we're saying Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is relying on individuals to carry this team out. You know what I mean? Looking at Bruno and Rashford again to pull him out. And that's it, man. That's all I can see from this game. Martial, I don't know if he's got enough service because you would need Pogba to find him. Look at Pogba, the amount of times he found Martial over the top, or, you know what I mean? Like how more fluid it was. Like this game is relying heavily on Bruno and Rashford to pull it out again. And you know what, mate? I'm not too sure what this Leeds set up. Maybe the defense on its day they might get a bit excited, Leeds, today and probably underestimate us. But if they play to their game and they gun-ho us and they squeeze the defense from the front, from the back.
I don't think they underestimate us, man. They're coming to Old Trafford. Do you know what I mean? If they were at home, and even then, I don't think Leeds. You know what? I don't think Leeds underestimate or overestimate anyone. I don't think Leeds United as a football team even respect anyone. They just play their own football. Yeah. That's one thing about Bielsa. Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
Leeds just play their own game. They don't care who they play. They don't adapt their game for anyone. They just go out there and they play in it. And that's the good and the bad of having a manager with such a stubbornness and a philosophy, bro. It's the same what we used to do under LVG. We never used to set up any differently for anyone. We set up at Anfield the way we set up at Old Trafford. It didn't matter.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And this is what top clubs are supposed to do. You don't see like the Bayern Munichs of this world going to clubs and saying, "Oh, we're gonna switch to a 5 at the back." Man, fuck all that. Like,
7 at the back against Leipzig. You know what I mean?
They don't do those things. And I don't think that Man United should be doing those things. That the actual message it sends, starting Dan James ahead of Pogba and Van der Beek here and other players that one matter. Dan James that don't play, barely doesn't even get off the bench for us in most games, and then all of a sudden he's starting. It shows that Ollie's picked this team purely just on physicality and running around. He's just literally picked 11 players. He wants to just run around. That's the complete wrong mentality. That's the kind of mentality you pick when you're the underdog team, yeah, and you're just trying to stay in the game for as long as possible.
Facts. And you know what I mean? And I'm just baffled, man. This guy has got a chance to go, I think, third in the league today. I think Leicester will win this, and then we'll go third in the league. You know what I mean? Ahead of Man City, ahead of a lot of teams that people thought they were going to be ahead of us. And he's almost like throwing it in the dice, man. Does he not? That's what I keep saying to Ollie. Does he even believe in where we're going to finish the season? What's his aim? If you don't want to, what's the ambition for this game?
Well,
and you put Dan James in there.
He's accepted he's playing 3 forwards. That's it today. That's what he's said basically, Anna. He's the only credit he's give Dan James is the best defensive winger, like Rants said, and that leaves us with Martial, Rashford, and Bruno. You know what I mean? That's our only forwards in this game. Everyone else is there to stop Leeds.
Defensive winger, Adam. What are we talking about? It's Man United Football Club. Defensive winger.
Mate, the 13th in the league, mate. I'm not. Man?
I'm struggling to think of this, man. Man United at home, defensive winger. They go with Rodrigo, Bamford, Rafinha, Harrison. That's 4 forwards.
Yeah.
They've literally played 2 midfield, and I think it's the Phillips brother will probably sit. The rest of them will all go forward.
And they will. Same team as
Newcastle. And he's unchanged. That's the difference. Do you know what I mean? He's approaching us the same way he approached Newcastle.
Yeah.
And we're changing our team, to accommodate them. Who's the big team here? Who's the big team here?
He's devalued our football club, man. I think he's absolutely
taken. He has though, and he's lowered the expectations. That's why these fans are backing him. It's the same as at Arsenal. When I look at Arsenal now, they're falling apart. You know what I mean? And if you're an Arsenal fan and you're still behind what Arteta's doing, after a year, I genuinely have to question, like, what goes through your head, bro? Because it's like, cool, it might not be all his fault, but bruv, some of these results, yeah, he has to bear the brunt of it. Like, it don't really make no sense. Do you know what I mean? The decisions that he's made, you have to die on that hill, bro. Do you know what I mean? And what Ollie's doing right now, these players are just literally keeping him in a job. I genuinely think that we're functioning in spite of him and not because of him. I think that our players are just that good that they're getting him out of situations. But really, he's not a good manager, bruv. He's picking the wrong teams and we're getting away with it.
You put Nicky Butt in that first 11, I think it'll be the same. It'll be just vibes and the players taking him out. That's why I always say, man, people say give credit to what we're doing right now and where we're in the league. But listen, mate, if West Ham take their chances the first half, different story, mate. You know what I mean? And I always say, man, you know what I mean? Especially that when we're 3-1 against Sheffield United, we sat back for no reason. Why did we sit back for like 20, 30 minutes? Could have been a different game, that. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, man, I don't understand. If he's justified in what he did there today, then we can say, okay, then. But, Roy,
someone's got to play a different role than what we're expecting them to, that we're not seeing at the moment. It's the only way I can see it working.
Man said this is about 3 points, standing up to the problems they caused, bro. They're fucking Leeds, bro. Why are we worrying about standing up to Leeds and problem solving? There's nothing to solve. Just go out there and beat them. Like, we got better players than them. There's nothing to solve, bro. This guy is actually a fucking embarrassment. He's actually an embarrassment.
You know what's funny? It's everyone realizing that none of the apps and none of the football apps have made enough space for all the substitutes, and everyone's going mental, thinking that they're not actually there.
It's because there's more than usual.
These 9 subs, guys. They are Donny van der Beek. He has actually scraped onto the bench. It's okay. It's okay.
Guys, this is bullshit. I'm not even gonna lie. It's one of them ones where I just hope that we win, and then we don't have to flipping come back at the end of the game and say, "Oh yeah, we fucking told you so." But honestly,
man,
Ollie's done, mate. You know what I mean? And even Van Gaal said it. He said that Ollie's getting sacked soon. Do you know what I mean? If it's not now, it'll be at the end of the season. He's definitely gone. He's not seeing another season as Man United manager. That's one thing that's for damn sure, innit? But
they're giving him till the end of the season. I just have a feeling, man.
Yeah,
I'm tired.
He ain't going anywhere unless he has an Arteta meltdown, mate.
Yeah, and even Arteta's still not gone, mate. Arteta 15th in the league, and he's still surviving. You know what I mean? He's still surviving.
No manager wants to take that job. That's why.
That's what I mean. And what's this Lindelof as well? And Lindelof's been playing injured, but we knew that. But like, what's this? This team's a joke. Man's talking about solving Leeds problems and that. Lindelof saying he's playing through injury and that. Bruv, this thing is doing my head in.
Would have surprised me if they both started against Everton in the midweek. I'm telling you. Would have surprised him, man, because he can't rely on anyone else. You know what I mean? Going in there. He won't rely on anyone else. You'll probably see the similar 11 against Everton as well. Do you know what I mean? It's an absolute joke, mate. And if it's not justified today, mate, you know what, man? He gets what he deserves, mate. You know what I mean? He absolutely gets what he deserves. But we're putting our hands in, you know what I mean, Daniel James to provide something, man. What's going on, man? Like you got that bench there for a reason, man. These players have hardly played any football, man. You know what I mean? You know, people can talk about, we're hardly in the kind of the December period yet where we played. We've been playing once or twice a week, but the squad we've got, we could use it all. We've not used all the squad.
Yeah.
Pogba's hardly played. Van der Beek's hardly played. Cavani's hardly played. You know what I mean? Like this Matters hardly played.
Greenwood's hardly been in either.
Exactly. You know what I mean, man?
The only way I see this, the only tactic I see in this is by giving Leeds the ball. That's the only way we're going to win this game. Because if we've got the ball, we're in trouble. I'd just play. I said it before. I'd say I'd play long and give them the ball back, and then let's see what the forwards can do, nick it off. And we don't win this game if we've got the ball.
We can't play out from the back against Leeds, man. No. We couldn't even play out from the back last.
We did against Sheffield United, though, didn't we? And we
played out from the back against Sheffield United and just about got away with it.
Exactly.
We made McGoldrick look decent, mate. That's how bad we are at playing out from the back.
Yeah, it's a problem, man. Do you know what I mean? We can't keep doing these unforced errors against teams like Leeds because they will punish us.
Facts.
You know what I mean? It's gonna happen.
Guys, I just don't even know, man. Like, I wanted to go into this game mad positive. I said that
I was
I said
really
that.
positive.
I said that would nick it. Do you know what I'm saying? But bro, like Dan James, like that's just changed the whole complexion. One player can just change the whole complexion of the game, and he's definitely done that.
I went from 4-0 to now thinking maybe 2-1.
Yeah, that's what
You
I'm
know what I
thinking.
mean? If Leeds could finish a game in the first half if they really go for it. If they really wanted to go for it, Leeds could finish a game in the first half. But what the advantage is for us, and I kept saying it and saying it, the advantage is we've got the bench to get us out of trouble. Cavani, Greenwood, Pogba, Van der Beek, they are game changers. Whether you like it or not, they are game changers, mate. And we've got them in abundance to get us out of trouble. And
But
that's
why
the
do we
story of
have
Ollie.
so many? Like, why do we always have to rely on the bench, bro? Like, why can't we
Well,
just win the games by picking the right team in the first place? You know what I mean?
Well,
You
that's the
shouldn't always
difference
be
between-
relying on the bench to change the game. Like
Yeah.
most of the time, your bench shouldn't be there to change the game. Your bench is there to either see the game out or just to continue and just rest a few players, bro. That's what I want to use my subs for. Like, not every day bringing on subs to rescue the game, and that's what we keep doing, going behind. And I feel like if we go behind against this Leeds team, they're not going to let us back into the game. These men will press for 90 minutes. This isn't like the West Ham game where we got away with murder. We got away with absolute murder in the first half. Because they should have been 3-4 goals clear of us. If we let Leeds walk all over us in the first half, there's not going to be a game to get back into, mate. Flipping joke, guys. What's your match predictions? Slap your match predictions in the comments.
man.
I think it's going
Cut
to
out
be
the
tight.
water,
I'm
mate.
just going to go. I'm going to go for a 2-1, yeah? United, providing we don't concede first. If we concede first, I don't see how we don't lose the game, bro.
I had a different outlook on it until I seen the team and then I thought, you know what, I don't see us scoring 4 goals anymore. I had 4-2 originally, but I don't see us getting that many chances as what I thought we would have with another team in there, with a few other players in. So I think I'm similar there. I'm looking at maybe a 2-1 now, I think, with that team and get out of there.
Yeah, what are you saying, Si?
I'm going 2-1, mate. I think I was going 4-0 before the game started, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I was confident, man. I thought, you know what, man, Leeds, they're there for the taking, man. But nah, man, I think 2-1 and then or 2-1 or 3-1, but I think 2-1 and then our substitutions make the difference. Yeah, I mean, I think that will be what we're saying, bro, because we're gonna play very, very rigid.
I'm gonna go and get myself settled in for this one.
Yeah, man. Big up, man.
Nice one. Big up, man. You man, make sure you follow the guys anyway. Link to their channel is in the description or in the title of the video. So make sure you click there, subscribe to there, and then catch the post match on their channels, man.
Cheers, mate.
Nice one, Adam, man. We'll catch you in a bit, mate.
Boys. See you later. Have a good one.
Nice one, brother.
Man. You too, bro. Yeah, man.
3-1,
Listen,
2-1, 2-1, 2-2. Bro, I'm worried still. So much quality in the team, and you pick Dan James. I think that shows you the level that Ollie deserves to be coaching at.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably facts, bro. I can't disagree with that, man. This is where Ollie's at, man. He's relying. He's looking at the opposition and thinking about them before relying that we've got players that they wouldn't even dream of, mate. You know,
Facts.
they would dream of. Sorry, you know what I mean. They would dream of Van der Beek in their team, mate. You know what I mean?
100%, 100%, man.
Man,
It's a mad team, guys.
But be a mad watch along, but it's crazy.
But you know what I'm saying? We just got to stay optimistic, bro. If United start the way I think they're going to start, which is very badly, it's going to be a long game. You know what I mean? Because there's no ball retention in that team. So it looks like a team that's just going to give Leeds the ball. Then the ball's going to keep coming back at us, bro.
And you know what, though? If we give them what's it called, a goal, maybe that might kind of help us out on that.
Not
You know what I
really,
mean?
because then it means we have to come out and go for it. And when we do, they'll hit us again.
Tottenham have lost now as well. So this is a big game, this one. You get me? It's a big, big game, bro. Like, we have to win this game, man. It's absolutely imperative. We have to win this game, bro. No matter, man. You get me? If we're talking about title talk, we're talking about things like that, bro, then it could be just a Liverpool to run away with it, man. And then then we're scrambling for top 4, bro. You know what I mean? We've gone from like looking at a title talk, and then now scrambling for top 4. Do you know what I mean, bro? It's
man, we're talking. Listen, man, we're talking about Jose winning the league, bro.
Aye, listen, man. Fossil football, mate. This is what you get, man. I told everyone, man. You know what I mean? It might be all right for 1 or 2 games, you get me, but this, bro, this football is not the way you want to see, man. You get me? They could have just carried on with Pochettino for a little bit longer, man, and just you know what I mean, carried on the good vibes.
Bruv, I'm glad that he's left anyway, bro, because he's got to be our next manager.
Bro, has to be the next manager. Bro, the propaganda when he comes, bro, it's gonna be madness.
It's gonna be complete madness, bro. But
You know what I'm saying?
guys, watch along. 20 minutes. Do you know what I mean? Be there or be flipping square. You know what I mean? It's gonna be stressful, I'm not gonna lie. But hey, the game is the game, bro. Man just need to get 3 points by any means necessary right now.
Come on, man. You need to get that win, bro. We're 7th now. We could literally be 3rd.
If
we win by 3 goals, if we win 4-0, which I did want to win 4-0, we're 3rd. You know what I mean? But man like McTominay, oh my days, Daniel James, you know, Daniel James is training with the first lot. And these men are just bouncing. You know what these Leeds players doing? The men are just bouncing and chilling, you know. Bro, they're not even nervous and that, you know. What is going on, mate? Them men are just doing bouncing and that, you know.
Bro, if we win, we go above Tottenham.
Yeah, I know. That's why we go 3rd. We go
with a game in hand, you know. And man was talking, bro. Man was saying Tottenham were gonna win the league, but we're not in the title race. Piss off! I told you.
That's what I said, man. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Oi, that United camouflage thing looks wavy though, blood. Man, I need that.
The training kit, the red and
the red camo thing. Yo, that looks lit, fam. Man needs that.
Get it, man. That's one thing they're good at. That's one thing we're good at.
I need that. That looks wavy though.
Yeah, saying that.
Right, but nah, big up everyone inside. Do you know what I'm saying? We're back again. No, I'm saying in 15 minutes for this kickoff thing. Now, I mean, they got flipping Hasselbank and Roy Keane, bro. They love them too, man. They love them too. Together,
you know what it is? Hasselbank was like, I remember to Ollie, give him time. And obviously, Roy Keane will be like, this is not good enough. So they're going to clash today. They're soon to clash. You know them ones.
Be interesting, bro. You know what I'm saying? But big up everyone inside. Make sure when you go into the watch along link, make sure that you smash the like straight away, guys.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We're back.
Yeah,
we're back in 15 minutes. Make sure you go follow United Central as well, people.
100 away from 26, so get me. Big up to everybody supporting.
Come on, do you know what I mean? So make sure you go follow United Central. The link is in the title. Same with Mad Red United as well. Make sure you click the link. Do you know what I'm saying? And we'll see you for the watch along in 15 minutes, people.